Welcome back
Oh,
to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. And yeah, we're back with this lying piece of shit.
I can see sounds now.
Alright, yeah, I'm Rob, I record. We have Lawrence.
I can smell. I can smell food.
He can spell food.
To smell.
Oh, okay. Good job. We have Alex.
Hey, what's up?
And we have Ify.
Every day we stray further from Cthulhu.
George is not hither today.
EP.
George needs sleep. Anyway, Ify, this line.
But I'm not Phoenix.
You are in
You
this
are
trial.
Phoenix.
You're not SpongeBob.
You're Squidward. He's Squidward. He's Squidward.
And I'm betting it's got something to do with the culprit escape route.
They're all Squidward. Is there anyone else I should know who's Squidward?
But I don't have enough information to see the whole picture yet.
You know, something just occurred to me.
Does that happen a lot?
I haven't taken my meds yet.
No, I won't.
Well, I don't care. I'm telling you anyway. There's security camera in boarding lounge number 1.
That's crazy. Right, the one that recorded the victim and the defendant. What about it, your baldness?
If the true culprit escaped into Launchpad 1 corridor, then that might have been recorded on the security footage as well. Then the mystery will be solved. What do you think of my logic?
It's alright.
Like, why does even the gallery know?
I hope you didn't strain your faculties too much for that, your baldness.
I beg your pardon?
Look, if we played the security footage beyond this point...
Oh my, the footage cuts off!
The camera was running on backup power, but apparently the power cables were damaged. Most likely by the after effects of the explosion. There is no footage after this, be it of criminals or space aliens.
Under those aliens? I thought it was a good idea too.
Just because your grandchild is watching from the gallery. It doesn't mean you should try to show off too much, Grandpa Baldness.
Blackwell, I will come kick your ass! And how did you know about my grandchild? Oh, great, Fina. I think his grandchild just learned a little about the harshness of the adult world.
Setting aside the issue of grandchildren, I'd like to have witness continue.
I'd like to have grandkids.
Director Liar Pants on Fire, could you tell us more about when you entered the lounge?
Alex.
If I must.
You gotta go old. You gotta go old man. You gotta go old. You gotta become older.
Sorry, I'm lying about the voice as well.
Fair. I hate to avoid getting shot. Oh, did you now? You've already just seen all this, Rob. Don't forget.
Yeah, it's just...
Info update.
Detective arm appeared from the elevator side door. And the detective shot at me.
I feel like he should have been more shocked about that.
Yeah, he's less surprised that Arm appeared at all than when she shot.
Yeah. What the fuck you shooting me?
Director Cosmos.
That's it.
Yeah, apparently that was it.
Detective Arm.
Were you surprised when Detective Arm found you?
Oh yeah,
And
it's
again, when
Detective
she
Mouth
fired.
Breather Arm, right?
Isn't that a bit unnatural?
Okay.
There's some lag here.
What, sorry? What's
A
that,
little
Alex?
bit.
Sorry, my side just lagged a whole lot.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Weird. We can always restream it.
It's probably because of hardware acceleration, which isn't currently active. Which I can fix.
Alright.
If I can just... Oh, I'll need to quit and relaunch. 1 second. Technical difficulties. There we
I
go.
presume he paused recording. Did you pause recording, Rob?
No, it's gonna take 2 seconds. I'm literally here.
Man, we just... Those at home, he live killed us and thing. He didn't end the call, he just killed us. Don't trust this man.
You
Don't
think I
trust this
can't
man.
entertain an audience by myself for 10 seconds?
Yes.
Right. Hopefully that's a
I
bit
mean,
better.
I wasn't gonna say it.
Wow!
Yeah, you lagged that one, Rob. I think you fixed the hardware acceleration on the game, but you didn't fix your hardware acceleration on the roast, apparently.
Alright, there you go.
Thank you.
Anyways,
Yeah.
my old man, go get him.
Sadly, even great men such as myself have ordinary human feelings.
No, you don't.
Our bodies are bound by the forces of gravity and emotions.
Gravity
So-
doesn't exist.
Also,
False flag.
the reason why I disabled... Oh, sorry, what?
I was making a stupid joke. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say the reason I disabled the hardware acceleration is also because of, for some reason Discord is screen tearing when it's on. It's really weird.
Ah, weird.
Mm.
It's a recent thing. Really annoying.
But no, all I was saying was gravity is just a myth. Something like that. False flag.
Even a great man such as myself experiences surprise on occasion.
What?
You heard him.
What? Come again?
I mean,
What
you
did
heard
you
the
say?
context, right? He's saying, oh, hey, you were surprised on these two situations, but Phoenix didn't clarify it. So he's like, yeah, of course I'm fucking surprised, you fucking idiot. Most people would be.
Anyways, my real point is not the fact that you were surprised, but rather that you were surprised by what you were surprised by.
Done
What?
that. See me.
First, you were surprised when Detective Arm found you in the lounge. And after that, you were, of course, again surprised when she shot at you. But considering what you were surprised about, a strange phenomenon occurs here. You're going to jail. Director Liar Pants on Fire. What is strange about your surprise reaction is the fact that you were...
More surprised when Arm came.
Oh my.
Surprised twice.
Oh my.
Sir, you were surprised when Detective Arm shot at you. But the surprise you felt was when she found you in the lounge was so much greater.
Yeah.
The fact that you were more surprised by simply being found by being shot at is pretty fucking sus.
Were you venting the apologies, Yuri Cosmos?
It's like just
Oh, sorry, I thought you were gonna, like, try to let the line go because you didn't follow it up.
I mean, fucking took too long to do anything, so I thought you didn't want me to.
Oh, okay. So I'm sorry.
The enemy has acquired a new weapon. Commence Operation Hide Under Your Desk.
Huge. Operation Huge.
Ah!
You
Wait,
fucked
that's
it up.
that's not the fucking Highland dude. That's spin around. We've been fucking lied to again.
Finally sunk his battleship.
He's lying about
Operations
his
of-
fucking breakout. What the fuck?
Operations have multiple steps.
Yeah, but usually the first step is duck.
Not
Boss,
on this one.
boss. The witness seems to be quacking. We don't know why. But I'm getting this Discord, and that must mean he really is hiding something about that launchpad door.
What he's hiding most likely has something to do with the killer's escape.
I wonder what it could be.
If he was doing something suspicious around that door, maybe we could spot some change between before he came and after.
Captain Fulbright gave us a photo after the crime. Let's run a comparison.
5.
I mean, I made the joke earlier. It was more hilarious. It's like you were surprised when Detective Arm came. Let's see. This is footage of the door before Director Cosmos arrived, and this is how the door looked after the director entered the lounge.
Hey, look at that.
Look at that knob.
There is a change. Something's definitely different.
Somebody twisted the knob.
Director Cosmos.
What is it? What have you two been up to over there?
I'll fucking mow you down! This shit goes at 35 miles an hour.
We're finding the answer to what you were doing when Detective Arm came. That's what. The answer lies clearly in this footage. All I have to do is compare it to the photo that was taken during the investigation.
Don't be ridiculous. If you really do have an answer, you have it pointed out already.
You're like 2 minutes, old man. Do you know what 2 minutes is, or are you that senile?
Was I supposed to read that?
It's a thought thing, so.
He's asking for it. This would change directly after the incident.
You know, he changed the knob. How nobody noticed is kind of confusing.
The answer is your knob.
Twisted your knob.
Ah! That!
Donner, please take a look at this footage.
I like how Yuri Cosmos gets slowly more British as Alex continues to voice him.
Let's see. Did he lie about his nationality?
Take a look at the knob next to the launch pad door. As you can see, it's horizontal.
He tries not to get the knob out. My grandson is here. He's not allowed to see it.
What's a knob, Grandpa?
Shut up, Timmy. No,
You're
just-
going to jail!
What?
You're going to jail. Don't show your knob to your grandchild.
I was doing my knob. Whoa.
Jail is just a place, Grandpa.
Yeah, it's just a play. It's just an indication. I said the line already.
However, when we investigate the scene of the crime yesterday, the knob was vertical.
That's perfectly normal. I think when it was horizontal, it was kind of a bad condition. What does that mean?
Means that sometime between before the director arrived and after, someone turned their knob.
Ah!
He's still reading from the pain.
This scene was discovered you were the only one who could have turned the knob. Come on now, Director Cosmos. Let's hear what you have to say. What were you trying to do by turning your knob by the door?
Ah! Fine, I admit it. You're right. I did turn my knob. That knob is a safety lock meant to keep the launch pad in place. I was afraid there'd be more explosions. So I wanted to move the launch pad away.
Wanted to... What?
Hey, didn't Ponko tell us something about how they prepare for launch? She said that once the launch pad's fully assembled, it's moved to the launch site. The launch site, whoops. But safety locking the boarding mount has to be disengaged first.
Isn't it clear what the knob is for?
I like how it's perfectly in public sight of anyone who can reach it.
You need clearance to get that thing as well. So it's not like
I mean, I don't know, to get into that room, it's anyone can get into that room. In order to get past that room, you have to have clearance. But that knob can technically be accessed by anyone. It doesn't look like there's any way to open it. It looks like you just smash the glass and you can just twist it.
yeah, but
Stop it.
People don't typically touch break glass in case of emergency situations.
I mean, you never know. Someone might be feeling really funny that
It
day.
could also be a fingerprint, like, glass thing, or something like that.
And that's up to their asses. Oh, so the killer escaped into the launch pad 1 corridor. Maybe they were transported along with the launch pad to the launch site.
I don't think so. The launchpad 1 corridor was filled with smoke. I don't think they could have escaped through that corridor.
So then, where did the killer escape to? Down the trash chute. Down the trash chute.
I guess there are still some things we have to uncover.
Yes, that's it.
Director Cosmos, I request that you tell us about the moving the launchpad in more detail.
Fine, but listen carefully. For I'm about to give history-making
Well,
testimony.
the only history you're making is the greatest liar on the witness stand.
Never said that was good history.
It's true. I had no choice but to see. Just the happiness.
What?
Overjoyed.
It's what I was trying to say in a happy voice. It's just like, yep, that's some weird shit. Oh, I guess I had no choice. Like, oh, no.
I did not mean to skip that.
Is it? Yo, Iffy. He's skipping your lines. Stop him.
Misclick the button.
I mean, he's not here apparently for some reason. Oh, there he
You make
is.
it sound like you were reluctant to do so.
Okay.
And when you did it, you felt some joy, as if you were very pleased with yourself.
Wait,
This is
please.
not getting better.
Were you pleased that you turned the knob?
How do you do it? How do you know everything as if you were there?
Because I was. Pretty impressive, isn't it? This is the power of analytical psychology.
That's a funny way to pronounce infinite bullshit.
Power of, I mean, if you cut off at certain points, it's the power of anal, apparently.
The power of anal.
Yeah.
I think if you die...
I think we killed him.
A no head.
God damn
So can't you explain why you felt joy when you disengaged your knob?
it. He jacked out.
I think back on the facts we discovered up to this point. I do believe that you were trying to fulfill some hidden agenda.
Ah! How do you know about that, too?
Because I'm more or less a pro. Yeah, it's guessing.
Because you
Pro at
told
what,
me.
Phoenix? A pro at what, Phoenix?
At the bullshit.
But you have no proof that I had a hidden agenda.
You just told us you did.
And even if I did, I would never, ever tell you. So there.
That's not
Your
something
Honor,
you want to
witnesses were
say.
holding Your Honor, witnesses were holding information.
I know they say people regress as they grow older, but you sir take the whole cake.
And how could you doubt a man with such great intensity, intelligence, and integrity?
Silence!
There it is. Time to get roasted.
You, a man of integrity, don't make me laugh.
You spouted nothing but bullshit since the moment you got here.
Prosecutor Blackwell? What came over him all of a sudden?
He's had enough.
You've spouted nothing but falsities since you stepped up to the stand. You're not the kind of man that will be glorified in the annals of history. Not for greatness, anyway. Unless you consider greatest barefaced liar an honor.
He knows, he knows.
Liar?
His words bite harder than his bird.
You moved Launchpad 1 after the explosions, how naive you are. You fail to realize how even the facts themselves have betrayed you.
You know, I just thought, but modern English can be your friend.
And here's a thought for
I
you.
hate-
Immediately
I hate
after the
modern English.
bombing, Launchpad 1 was on boarding lounge 1. Please confirm this on scene.
Nani?
Liar!
He's still stuck on that?
So that means the director didn't move the launch pad.
Pass my judgment for calling history's greatest liar to the witness stand. Let us leave him to indulge in his lies and war games to his heart's content.
Liar!
Is he quite alright?
Objection. But it doesn't make sense. You can't deny that someone turned their knob. Once the safety locks were released, I'm sure the pad must have went somewhere. We chased down the truth of this issue, which isn't my find where the killer escaped to. Ah!
You're sure it must have went somewhere? We just might find out. Your arguments are nothing but conjecture, bluffing, and wishful thinking. Stop chasing your fantasies and see reality for what it really is. Or are you not man enough to, boy?
Your hairline's receding.
Ah!
That's all I got. Talk about hitting below the bell.
Youngins these days.
He's
5 years younger than you. He's not that young.
Oh, he's young enough to be a whippersnapper.
He's young enough
I
to
mean-
be an asshole.
Yeah. My hands are ready to eat for everyone anyways. Didn't understand. I'm sure Director Cousin must have moved the launch pad.
You know, it sounds like it's both of those things when you end up with the word boy.
I don't want to make this about your suit or your age.
Don't lecture me with your $50
Turn after
haircut.
he came to the lounge. The launch pad is right where it's supposed to be. Ugh. Wait a minute. Maybe I have it all backwards. The director turned the knob not to move the launch pad away, but to bring it back to where it was supposed to be. Like bullshit.
What are you blathering about?
Your mama.
Your mother was in the space center.
Your mother was the size of the entire space station. Where the launch pad was at the launch site before the incident. And then after the incident, it moved over here. The Cosmo moved it back to its usual spot. All he had to do was turn his knob to call the launch pad back. And it would be right where the police found it. Ah!
My hair. That didn't come through. He made him sigh like Sister Starbuck.
And I didn't even hear it.
Yes, but I have super hearing, so I can hear you very easily. Dick.
Was that really not based?
I was trying to say dick or bitch, but I ended up saying both and I said dick.
It pains me to have to explain how wrong your own logic is to you. However, our great liar turned the knob only after he discovered the crime scene. Indeed, the pad existed beyond the lounge when our Astro Wonders made their escape. A fact that has been recorded for posterity on film as film.
Where's the smoke?
Alright.
So, to reiterate, stop chasing your fantasies and see reality for what it really is, boy.
Oh yeah, isn't on the image, like
I will not stop chasing the pink dragon.
on that image with the escorting the people.
Yeah.
Like, can we just get it up again real quick?
You mean
The security footage.
this one?
Yeah, it's the two's right fucking there, mate.
That's been there for the entire time.
Yeah, I know. I'm just bringing it up now because it's now relevant. It's like, look, have you seen that number 2? Get a grip, Mr. Rice, and focus. We know the launch pad must have been moved.
But our deductions and the actual facts of the case are in direct contradiction to each other.
Who gives a shit? Well, maybe the two astronauts never boarded the rocket. This switch could be fake, taken with body doubles after the incident or something. Well, maybe that's a little far-fetched even for me.
Never actually boarded the rocket. Hey, wait a minute. Maybe. Just maybe.
Huh?
Prosecutor Blackwell. What if I told you the two astronauts
We're never actually
Yeah.
astronauts.
never set foot inside the launch pad area, but instead went into another place?
No, yeah.
And what if, when the director moved Launchpad 1 back, it was not from the launch site, but from another place? What would you say then?
Cut the existential bull or I'll cut you.
You've been trying to do that this entire time. I've yet to see it. I've yet to see any blood, Blackwell. You're doing a pretty shit job of it.
I'm British, I have a
Yeah.
shank!
You what? Sorry?
I said I'm British, I have a shank.
You're supposed to be a samurai. What the fuck is this?
Just
Anyway,
a really
Mr.
large
Blackbird,
shank.
Exclusive to British.
You have a license for getting stabbed. Oh, you have a license for stabbing.
Got my license for stabbing right here.
I the queen. Oh, the license is license, mate. Sorry for being trite. Nothing, I can't interfere. It's fucking Christ. I wish I could reference where that came from because I don't remember who made it. Anyways, Mr. Wright. Enough jibber jabber. You explain yourself at once.
I know I'm right. It was all the other way around from the beginning.
We also know you're right, that's your last name.
Get the fuck up, voice of this guy.
Oh, and Phoenix. Stupid.
Very well, Your Honor. Let me explain my bullshit. Director Cosmo's reason for moving Launchpad 1 was to
Switch
trap
it
the
with
true killer.
another place.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said. Fuck you.
Eh.
Because you wanted to switch us to some other place like these fucking losers.
I'm sorry, but that was incorrect. But did you say switch it? Like Nintendo Switch? But what could he have possibly switched with the launchpad with?
He put it into docked mode. No, I'm joking.
I look at it doesn't look like it.
Oh, you'd be surprised, Your Honor.
Phoenix, the last time I've been surprised by something you've done was like 3 cases ago. I know you're a fucking idiot, just fucking tell me.
But also every other
Oh,
second.
Jesus.
That
Hmm?
too.
All it takes is a little digging outside the box, and the answer becomes clear as night.
Right.
There's a lot of clouds in the night sky right now, Phoenix.
Here's the switch of Launchpad 1.
It was
Space
the
Museum.
Space Museum.
Museum of Space.
Launchpad 1 was switched with the Space Museum.
In the past, Space Museum used to be Launchpad 2.
Launchpad.
It has all the same features as Launchpad 1 and can even be moved to the launch site. Meaning the Space Museum and Launchpad 1 can also be switched with each other.
It's mean.
Oh, I do mean. The rocket that astronauts boarded was not in the one in Launchpad 1.
But do the ends justify the means?
No.
Shit.
It was the one in the Space Museum.
What?
Balderdash!
That part
That guy's British.
everyone laugh at him, he's British, what a nerd.
Damn this mic for being too good at filtering out my noise.
And yet this the only explanation that accounts for every riddle and inconsistency.
Breathe and buy cheap mics so you can voice act better.
It's how the space engine was just before the incident.
I see. Launchpad 1 and the Space Museum have already switched places.
That's right. When the two switch like this. Guess we're not enter the Space Museum at the boarding lounge 1. And this killer, the true killer, to enter launch pad 1 from boarding lounge 2. And set the bomb on the rocket.
To think of it, door to the Space Museum from boarding lounge 2.
This was
Welcome.
iffy.
The Space Museum is open to the public every day of the year from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Except for you heathens.
I'm out of here. Meow.
Yeah, see, that's you. That's you getting out of it.
That's the rocket taking off.
Exactly. Anyone could pass through the door to the Space Museum. There's no fingerprint recognition system on that door.
Damn.
There's no fingerprints on the door, Batman.
In the words of the two launch pads switched like that, someone other than Mr. Starbucks could have easily planted that bomb.
Much like he plants that coffee.
After setting the bomb on the rocket, the culprit snuck into boarding lounge 1 and waited there concealed. In order to kill Mr. Terran when the two astronauts emerged from the Space Museum.
He dead.
While the Miss Blackhole, Mr. Starbucks, and the director almost somewhat suspicious figure.
Man, I'd hate to come down the lab like that.
Who can we suppose after killing Mr. Terran? Either escape into the Space Museum. The director to come will switch the two launch pads back. Without realizing the killer was inside the Space Museum. A chunk of killer could escape. The killer left the Space Museum and made a clean getaway.
Nah!
I don't know. I see you know how to handle a sword and handle it well. I feel like he said this before.
I don't know,
To
man.
everyone on the first
That was
day.
in DL. That's probably DLC.
Yeah. Perhaps I should call you Swordmaster Bluff?
I'm a seasoned warrior who can cut down many prosecutors.
Silence!
You've cut on like 3.
But unless you can prove your theory, it's no better than a rusty sword.
I don't know, man. If you don't have the shot to defend against Rust, you're pretty fucked.
You have no proof that I'm a liar.
I have several
And the
cases of
proof you're
evidence
true for
for your
either.
lie.
Somebody needs a better anger management counselor.
Or an anger
He has an anger
translator.
management counselor.
Loot.
If the launch has really worse switch, there might be a
My
record of
anchor
it somewhere.
translator Luther.
Oh, we gonna get that money.
We're gonna get that money. I said the line.
I didn't hear it.
I didn't ask your opinion. That's fine.
If the launch pad's really worse switch, there might be a record of it somewhere.
At this point, Launchpad 1 and Space Museum will switch with each other.
I wonder what the evidence is. Phoenix, there's a huge 2 there. You should probably just use that. See, look, there's a 1. And on the other picture, there's a 2. I wonder what the connection is, Phoenix, right?
What the fuck is those 1 and 2 you're looking at?
So you see right
look
next
at-
to the bot, there's a 1 on the pad.
I legitimately cannot see shit.
It's through the
you
text
see, but
box.
it's like it's through the text box.
No, fuck that, I can't see that.
Oh, okay.
If you can quickly, Rob, quickly go to options real quick.
I mean, it doesn't really fucking matter.
Point is, you see right next to the elbow here?
Okay, I can see the 2 there. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and there's a 1 in this other picture.
Yeah, there's the one on this shot here.
1.
It's the lowest number. Huh? That number on the floor, I can't read that. The fuck
I was
was that?
like,
1!
Phoenix, did you not study your numbers?
One!
Wait, who was that from? I feel like I recognize that. But I don't know what's
that one's from the stupid, like... What is it? That live fan dub of Sonic 06.
Oh, what the fucking...
One.
One!
Okay.
Well, what do you know? Looks like we have proof after all, Mr. Blackwell.
Mr. Blackwell.
This is just another bluff.
Oh, don't worry. It's all right here. Right in this footage. Right here. On the screen. Right there. Prove that beyond this door, in this corridor, is the corridor to the Space Museum.
Very well then, answer this for me if you would. Where is the number 2?
On his shoulder is a 5 right there.
That's not a number 2.
Up your bum.
And the one on the floor of the launch pad will win the corridor up your bum as well.
You could... Suck my...
Take a look at the floor of the corridor in the security footage.
I don't look at floors. I'm florist.
You see the number on the floor behind the astronauts? Doesn't look like a 1, does it? Guess what you're seeing is actually part of a 2.
What?
I'm just saying, this is like the second time they pulled this shit. They did it fucking back in game 1. This bullshit.
I'll order it out. This is why 2 is not a 1. And because the corridor you see in is the one to the Space Museum.
Ah!
My dyslexia.
And so that means the corridor in this footage was not filled with smoke. I mean, where was the smoke?
That's like the first thing,
What?
like, there'd not be smoke in the picture if there was smoke filled in the corridor.
Smoke
You don't want
rises, and the angle is shooting down, so there could have been some plausible deniability because it would have been spilling out from the launch pad side.
I'm about to plausibly deny their face.
They just don't want the smoke.
Are you smoking yet?
Blaze it.
That's right.
Bottom me.
Because the explosion didn't occur in the Space Museum.
That means Starbuck just passed out like a bitch for no reason.
Ye.
He's scared of the space. Because
No, but like,
Sure.
a bomb exploded clear the other side of the building, and he just went, "Nah, I'm out."
it's still in a building.
It's still a
Oh,
building.
it's
Would
still
you not
in
be...
the same building.
You could also feel like an earthquake, like, maybe you're scared of earthquakes, huh? Be? Edgeworth is scared of
No,
earthquakes.
no. Rob is telling us if we put an explosion somewhere in his house, he'll be like, I don't give a shit.
That's
Like,
nothing.
you can be a little less harsh.
My guy would my guy would
he's
be
scared of space.
my guy would faint if he was in fucking New York when they hit Big Ben, right? So it's just like
What do you hit Big Ben?
Big Ben in New York.
I'm
Alright.
exaggerating.
Big Ben doing in New York?
Alright.
Yeah, point is that he would. Oh fuck. Okay, I'm just gonna give up. These guys are idiots.
You're an idiot.
Yes!
You can't. You can't hear the words that come out of my mouth.
No,
That-
neither do you!
That's just a
The
bad
explosion occurred
comparison,
in Launch
though.
Pad 1 on the opposite side of the space station.
I
It's
said
still in the
the
same
guy
building.
would faint if they hit Big Ben while he was in New York. That was the statement. Assholes.
Like, I kind
Why?
of get it. I'm also like, this is some bullshit.
And now that we know the 2 astronauts escaped from Space Museum, mystery from the previous trial of how they got down the ladder is cleared up.
Because there wasn't a
Step out
ladder.
of...
Come on. Mr. Terry and Carrie, Mr. Starbuck. Simply took the elevator from the upper level down to the middle.
Oh, there was one. Okay.
Just incredible. The launch pads are actually switched. Would you think someone would have noticed an event of this magnitude?
Everyone was down in the basement shelter when the launch pads were swapped back. There's no way anyone could have known that was happening on the surface.
God.
Hey, noise level 0.
Got him.
Yeah, damn.
Bye-bye.
No more lies, Mr. Flyer Pants for Fire.
Bit of a big ask, honestly.
Very big ask.
It's high time you told us the truth.
That's never gonna happen, you know it.
God! My honor, my glory, everything is slipping away. Time to deploy the ultimate weapon.
That's an
Galactic
engine.
engine ignition. What? It's gone haywire. Ah!
Stop! Oh, nice. That's
My stars, my glory. Ooh, final lap. Ah! Oh, not that way. Actually, wait. Perfect.
I meant to do that.
Like I went
Hang it
full
up.
Mario Kart.
Get on your fucking horse I paid for and get after him!
The bailiff has a
Why
horse?
are those for horses, but not for fucking Sally
I
Razor?
can't believe, like, they see the guy ride away on a fucking Segway, and they've got a horse prepared for exactly this situation. What?
Yes, that's what do you think we used the budget for?
What is your bailiff? Fucking Lancelot from the Round Table?
Yes.
My guy's about to shove Arendite so far up this guy's sphincter.
Look, Bob, you don't understand. Things are real tough when knights no longer exist in the modern day.
They've also
That's why-
instantly
more table and more death to him.
they've also instantly replaced the door, mind you.
Look, my men work fast. We have backup doors by the stock.
Judge's courtroom is powered by palicos.
Meow.
Exactly.
Okay, meowster, anyways. I see we managed to retrieve before you came to any bodily harm, but more importantly... Unfortunately, you now owe us $1 million in debt.
Dr. Cosmos, do you admit you switched to launch pad?
You could have at least hit the clown on your way out.
I admit it's true. I switched Launchpad 1 for the Space Museum.
Oh, it's good I can feel words I can finally believe for a change, and even then I can still doubt it.
Before you do, Your Honor, two things. First, the know Mr. Chern had prior knowledge of the switch.
He was like the only witness today.
Yes, sir, Mr. Starbucks, he was unaware of his surroundings thanks to his medication. Okay, he was medic. Okay, this man has issues.
Essentially, he has medication to stop the...
I know. I'm calling back to something else. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
You know, Mr. Chern would have realized the instant he stepped into the Space Museum.
Today he will fly across 4 states.
True.
Crazy, scared, angry, medicated.
That it had been switched over Launchpad 1. So my first question is, if the Space Museum was perfectly fine, it's fine. Why did Mr. Chern feel the need to put on such a dramatic display? As for my second question, I'd like Dr. Cosmos to tell us
Why you fuck you lying?
why he switched to 2 launch pads to begin with.
Ugh. Please, I can't. I exercise my right to remain silent. But I will say, my hands were tied.
Pleading the fifth.
I'm sorry, but the 5th doesn't work that way. It's a use it or lose it kind of situation. He's been testifying this entire time. He constantly exercises now.
Well, he just fucking did.
I was only doing what I could to keep my men from getting caught in that blast. Yeah.
The director is terrified. He must have one heck of a reason for not wanting to explain why.
Probably not a good time to try to pry it out of him, huh?
What do you mean
I'm
it's the
gonna do it
best time in a
anyways.
court war?
Alright, drop him.
Excuse me. Would you mind if I picked up my invincibility stars?
No.
Well, fuck. Without my badge of rank, I'm nothing.
I think you're still nothing, honestly. But fine. Go. Bailiff, don't help him retrieve his stars. I want to see him pick them up one by one. Just get out the smoothie and watch. Anyways, it appears the possibility of a culprit other than the defendant has presented itself. Mr. Starbuck, get me a coffee, and is there anything else you wish to say?
I don't get it.
Neither do we,
Coffee?
man.
Don't get it? What don't you get? My coffee, because it's taking forever.
Director, why did you do all that? From the very beginning, you never meant for the launch to go ahead, did you? You tricked us!
Mr. Starbucks, where's my coffee?
Starbuck, my boy, I'm sorry. I can't tell you the reason why. But I had to do it to protect this space center. Director! Will I ever get the chance to go into space again?
No, you're fired.
No.
Fired with disobedience.
Yes. Yes, of course. I won't rest until it happens, or until
really-
Big Ben explodes.
I want you to get out of my planet, I swear.
I will get you into space again, my boy.
And this time I will successfully kill you out there.
Then the dream is still alive.
Tell me, will I
Sure.
dream?
Silence!
No dreams. Dreams are forbidden.
Yeah, we don't want Dream in this courtroom.
Shitty as usual.
You're not going into space, Starbuck, but prison. I won't have it any other way.
Are you so open as grill?
Man, he really wants a cell buddy in that game.
Yes, I accepted that the launch pads really were switched. And if they weren't a third person at the scene, I suppose they could have escaped. But I have yet to see proof of this third person's escape via the Space Museum.
Oh, that's a good point.
Fuck. That's right. I don't have any proof.
Urgh. Starbuck, you will spill everything you know.
What? Me? Ah!
Where did you get those bombs? Tell me now. If you don't, my blade shall feast on your blood.
If I'm going to die, I want to die in space.
Oh, his space armor. I have to do something.
Bailiff,
Solomon Starbuck, prepare yourself. God damn it!
Oh, you know who it is, you don't even need to tell you.
Now you know violence isn't the answer, prosecutor Blackwell.
Violence is the only answer. That
What did you just do to me?
cheerful laugh. It can be none other than son of a bitch.
Champion of righteousness, Bobby Fulbright, here in Justice with the Rust. Detective Iffy. Sorry to keep you waiting, lawyer Iffy. I hope I'm not too late. I don't know if we had an appointment with each other,
Nice.
especially since we're the same person.
I like
Nice.
to think that this is just the Obama meme of Iffy, like just putting a medal on himself.
Now I'm sitting here like this is the 6 p.m. Nah, it's just 6 p.m. appointment, man.
I tried to hurry, but ended up helping a little old lady cross the street. She got run over. It was hilarious. And I had to break up a cat fight until I got just as sure as a full-time
I
job.
feel like you said this before.
Is it a fight between cats or...
What the fuck do you think, Phoenix?
Oh, my poor sweet child.
I mean, I
Are
know
you
what
hearing
cat
it?
fight is.
A cat fight is a fight between women.
I said I know what a
Why?
cat
Why?
fight is.
Why?
I said I
The
know.
defendant isn't this culprit, and I need to get this joke out of the way because it's not right. I came to make sure that justice is served.
I thought you said
And
you
this
didn't
joke is
know.
also spelled correctly. I said I did
I know.
I did not. I'm sorry.
I thought you didn't know.
I knew what a cat fight is.
That's what you live in cat fight.
I know. Look, I may not know a lot of like
I
adult
came to
things.
make sure that justice is served.
Jesus Christ.
I get what you're talking about.
I'm probably gonna deal with this later.
What?
When he's talking to himself like 3 ways.
Woolbright, I always thought you were a bit touched in the head. But have you finally succumbed?
I come this morning. What? No, it looks like yours have come to the phantom of yours. Open your eyes, and the evidence of justice uncloud your judgment.
What evidence?
To think of it, he did say something about finding us some evidence.
Thanks, you two. I feel a lot better now that I've been able to get that off my chest. Flashback.
What did you get off your chest?
Hair.
Giant spider.
Bad.
Going to work extra hard to find that perfect piece of evidence for you. I
Fair.
don't know what that's for.
I didn't think he was serious, though.
Fabrication on the way.
What is it, Detective Iffy? Is something that will prove Mr. Starbucks innocent? It is indeed. Have a look at this.
What's
No.
this? Some lighter?
That's right. A lighter that you have. Lighter thought to have been used by the culprit.
Is his eyes constantly on fire?
No, that's the other Iffy.
Okay.
Space Museum's cleaning robot picked it up. And the victim Clay Terrance's blood along with its killer's fingerprints on it. What?
Yeah.
Man, that's a fucking lighter, alright. I guess so. Could be like a
Why is the lawyer
Michael.
detective talking to himself?
order. I will take no questions. Bailiff, kick that man who questions out of here.
Y'all are stupid.
Also, kill that clown again. I hate him. Alright, can I assume that these victims do not belong to the victim?
What?
You quite alright, isn't
No, when he killed Alex, it's fucking great.
I mean, I think his mic cut out for a few times, yeah.
That's great.
You bet Mr. Starbuck is totally innocent.
His coats. You know.
This is it. This is just what I needed.
That's what I
More screen time. More screen.
if he worked hard today.
Yeah, I like how I just didn't want to do shit. Every time you guys just give me all the rules.
I mean,
Your Honor is decisive evidence that's I know I also picked forward. Supports the defense's earlier claim.
oh no, our earlier joke was I think Rob was going to be Phoenix originally, and then I think our joke was that, oh yeah, wouldn't it be funny if you just started doing Phoenix without him preparing for it? Anyways, explain yourself, Mr. Iffy, right?
But of course, a pleasure, Your Honor. Recall where this lighter was found. Based on that, we can extrapolate that after the killer murdered Mr. I don't know why I was gonna read it exfoliate, and I'm like, that has nothing to do with this.
What has nothing to do with this?
Exfoliate is not the same as extrapolate.
I don't remember what exfoliate even means.
This is what you do to your hair when you shampoo it.
Yeah, exfoliate is when the... Yeah.
I'm not.
What is
It's
it?
when
I guess
skin sheds off of your scalp.
Extrapolate is
molting.
essentially just to extract the information out of the thing. Just extract something out of it.
Gotcha. I think I understood it in the end.
See. Look, it's still right there. Or they dropped it. like an idiot. Switching of the two launch pads occurred. Chunk, cheer, killer escaper. And finally, the killer leapt through the boarding lounge too and made her escape.
You heard it here, 7th.
Meanwhile, Mr. Starbucks was found in boarding lounge 1 after the murder. By the director Cosmos has testified to, therefore. Mr. Starbucks couldn't have possibly been the one to drop the lighter there.
Silence!
Aha!
Check
But
the
the
taser
defendant
again.
had free reign of the area until Director Cosmos appeared. Could he not have dropped the lighter in the Space Museum during that span of time?
Objection. Nuh-uh. You'd like that to be true, wouldn't you?
Very much so. It's good for my case.
No, too bad. Dr. Cosmos testified that right after he saw the mysterious figure with a lighter, went into the lounge and found the unconscious Mr. Starbuck. Otherwise, Mr. Starbuck couldn't have had the time to double back to the museum. Are we really believing the word of someone who has lied all fucking day?
The one true statement
mean-
he's made.
Look, if a man says 1,000 lies, when he finally says the truth, you gotta hopefully take it, otherwise you're fucked.
No, Prosecutor Peckle, this lighter could only have been dropped by the real killer. And probably Miss Starbucks' fingerprints were nowhere to be found on this lighter. Think you understand what this means, don't you?
No, I'm belligerent.
Piece of evidence unequivocally proves that Mr. Starbucks wasn't the culprit. Get fucked.
It does indeed appear to be decisive evidence that proves the defense's claims. I don't believe his fate whatsoever.
As for the remote switch that was found in Mr. Starbucks' pocket, we assume it was planted by the killer on the unconscious Mr. Starbucks.
No! There must be some mistake!
Frankly, Prosecutor Beckel, I've been worried about you. I've been chasing this phantom for 7 whole years. And I think you're innocent because tomorrow...
Silence!
No.
Fulbright, you promised never to speak of that.
Tomorrow? Tomorrow's Sunday, we don't work on Sundays.
Given the body of evidence, I think it's safe to say the defendant is innocent. In light of the fact that it was impossible for him to commit the crime, a few unanswered questions remain, so I look forward to seeing whatever you two uncover. But for now, this court finds the defendant, Solomon Starbuck. Total bitch for
Guilty.
face. Send that shit to NASA.
Yeah!
He's space guilty.
He's guilty of space crimes.
Doorknobs is illegal under requirements.
He's not wrong.
Yes, we did it, Mr. Wright. We killed a man. I mean, saved one.
Looks like we pulled it off somehow, huh? With some help from Detective Iffy Bright.
Mr. Wright, Mr. Sykes, thank you.
Sykes?
Mr. Sykes.
Mr. Sykes,
Mr. Sykes, whoa.
the new addition to the lore, Mr. Sykes. Miss Sykes, thank you. And please thank Apollo for me, too.
I can't believe Zeus Sykes has arrived.
You all are the best.
No, that's the previous game. It's like previous 2 games.
Ooh, I wish we could tell Apollo about Mr. Starbucks' verdict right now. He'd probably just brood like a fucking edgelord.
Yeah, me too, and I also think he would brood like a little fucking edgelord.
Now that the verdict has been reached and that they all agree that Apollo's a little edgelord, I'd like to bring today's trial to a close. Court is adjourned.
Objection!
Oh.
It's too late to object, isn't it?
It simply isn't possible. Something's wrong.
Prosecutor Blackwell, are you dissatisfied with the verdict? Well, too bad.
Albright, what were the results of the fingerprint analysis for the lighter?
Huh? Results. Well, I was in such a hurry, you see, and then there was this cat fight, and well, I kinda got carried away when I heard the prints weren't Mr. Starbucks, so...
Yeah.
You have yet to read it.
Professor Kirkpatrick, could you read out who the prints belong to? Gawk.
Upon thorough analysis, the fingerprints were found to belong to Athena Sykes.
Wait a second, there's some bullshit here.
So says the report.
Dun dun dun.
You're going to jail. Huh?
Me?
She's going to jail.
She's going to jail.
Yeah, Steve, she's going to jail.
She's going to jail.
Order, I say, order! Miss Sykes, tell me you have an explanation for this. We just finished proving that this lighter could only belong to the killer, so finding your prints on it can only lead us to one grave conclusion.
I don't know how they got there, but I know I'm not the culprit.
She's going to jail.
Jail, Steve. This can't be happening. Built up our argument piece by piece.
Right.
I don't think any of our reasoning was faulty. What could have been led to this?
Ooh, update.
Yeah. What have I done? Please forgive me, I'm sorry.
You're not sorry.
His nose is even.
Order! Order to call Detective Albright, stop your damn crying and stop the
Whenever all this happened here, it's like the world's gone mad. Athena's a killer, Fulbright won't stop crying like a little bitch.
Phoenix,
Southern
the
Black
Walking
Buzzard,
Bastards
you're being
brother.
edgy.
Order! I will have order! Bailiff, what are you doing? Stop being that sandwich and put these people to rest!
Bailiff is
sir.
too busy tacking the entire gallery.
Bailiff, I gave you stun guns for a reason! And a horse!
Remove them to hit the guy who didn't bring my fucking sandwich on time, sir.
I guess this is no
I also
longer
looked at my
courtroom, is
horse.
it? So,
Oh.
alright. Confusion
Where's the
spiraled
boss?
into utter chaos. After all we'd fought for, the truth had turned cruelly on us to accuse Athena of the crimes.
What beats in that sandwich?
Somewhere, somehow, everything had gone terribly wrong.
The horse is in the sandwich, no.
We had stumbled over the edge of reason and into the jaws of a twisted darkness.
Hello, I'm Darkness.
Hello, sorry, the evil Mr. Dark. That's an actual, well, that's an actual villain, by the way. It's fucking
Pretty
Rayman
cool
1.
way to end the case, isn't it, folks at home watching?
Well, it turns out they ate a horse sandwich.
And now,
The fight. This is the final.
yes,
This
it
is the final case.
The
Final
final case. No one can escape their past.
I'm pretty sure I escaped it pretty quickly.
That's a pretty edgy thing to say, Phoenix.
No, this is actually Apollo, clearly.
Oh my god, Evangelion.
Oh my god, what?
It's
So
third
much
impact!
Honkai Third Impact.
Not that third impact. Evangelion's third
Damn.
impact. The
Evangelion.
sins we've committed, and the sadness we've caused.
I don't know
Jesus
anything about
Christ,
that.
Phoenix.
Look at my sword. My sword is amazing.
Holy shit.
Ah, he too is a
That's
fucking
Rob
Jedi.
the stream.
Whilst you were busy flashbacking, I was busy holding the blade.
This is Rob's streams.
Yeah, it's probably Rob's dreams.
No matter how far we run, our past remains. As ever present as the moon in the sky.
I don't know. I don't think I have to take shits in my own pants anymore. So I don't think my past is going to be that quickly.
I can run really fast, but I can't run
edgy
away from the
phased.
pain.
Oh, man.
Edgy face, clenched fist. Look up into the
Apollo.
sky, think about my dead friend.
Why is the moon in the sky? 'Cause that's not the sun.
I finally will flush someday.
Is it the lunar eclipse?
No,
So do I
finally left.
sometimes in late afternoon the moon can be visible in the daylit sky.
Weird.
It looms in wait for the day when we are forced to face it.
I don't want to look at it anymore.
Jeez, Phoenix.
Let's
What is this coming from? A young adult novel?
But
Yeah,
only
you
in
know.
doing so can we truly make peace and move on in hope towards tomorrow.
There we go.
There's the
What about
cheese.
towards today?
Number 20 at 1:33 p.m. Right, and anything.
Hey, it's
ANC.
almost Christmas.
Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas.
Oh, son of a bitch.
No witnesses.
I took Athena from the courtroom, straight to the station.
Oh, no witnesses.
She's probably being questioned at this very moment.
Shit. Damn, I just lost like 2 of my employees.
Kirsty, how good at your cleaning toilets?
After this past year, I took it for granted that those two would always be here. But now, Apollo has gone off on his edgy path to seek his own truth. And my pursuit of the truth only ended up with Athena becoming the new suspect. Some boss I turned out to be.
It's fine, we blame that on courtroom iffy.
At least I still have a daughter.
Daddy, I'm gonna be leaving in a few months.
God
Gosh.
damn it. Yeah, seems so empty too.
I just don't get it, Daddy. All of your reasoning during the trial seemed perfectly solid.
Yeah, and I still believe it was. At least based on what we know.
But now Athena is the one who's being accused.
During the trial for the bombing and murder that occurred at the Cosmos Space Center, the lighter used by the real culprit was found. It's almost like this happened 5 seconds ago.
He's not wrong.
This lighter proved the defendant, Solomon Starbuck, innocent.
Heck
And also
yeah.
guilty of space crimes. But Backwell fucked up.
But Athena's prints were found on it instead.
And then the Fire Nation attacked.
And then the Fire Nation attacked. And she was subsequently arrested for the murder.
But Athena couldn't have done it. It just make any sense.
No, none of it does. I've been racking my brain, but I just can't figure it out. Ah! Where's the flaw in my reasoning? What have I got wrong in this case?
Everything. You know, Daddy, if Athena was here, she wouldn't just be sitting around thinking. She'd be out there doing something. You're going to defend Athena, right, Daddy? Right?
Of course I
That'll-
will. And thanks, Trucy. I needed that push. Trucy's right. The trial is tomorrow. There's no time to waste. I'm going to prove Athena's innocence. I better get out there and find some evidence.
Right, okay.
There are 2 phoenixes in this call. There are 2 wolves inside you.
Oh, god damn it. Well, more like 4, I guess.
Off we go, Dad. We're on the treasure hunt to prove Athena's innocence.
Right, but before we go, I'd better tidy up the evidence I have on hand.
On hand.
On hand.
On hand. Yes, laddie. I'll tell you my evidence on hand.
I lost an H there. Athena's probably still in the middle of being questioned. So Trucy's right. The thing to start with is talking to people at the Space Center. But first,
I'm gonna bounce in the spot. Wait, what? I still can't believe Apollo really left us. What a bitch.
it was so sudden.
Maybe he got tired of being my assistant for my magic tricks.
100% true.
I don't think it's your fault, Trucy.
That's a
But
lie.
I made him clean the toilet a lot.
Also true.
Okay, yeah, but same.
I'm making up the lore.
And I made him go bring in the newspaper. It was my fault. I just know it. Oh, Apollo.
I really don't think it was your fault, Trucy. It was totally her fault.
Don't
fuck's
lie.
sake.
Don't lie to your daughter.
But I didn't realize Apollo was wearing so many hats around here either.
And I didn't put them all all on him, and I just say, this is your first job, this is the second, this is the third.
Entrance.
Wait, I thought he had one more dialogue thing. What?
And he's gonna bring a bullet back. I'll just bring it by
I
a
only need
leash.
to do that one, just to bring up Apollo. Oh shit.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Director
It's Director
Cosmos,
Liar.
do you have a minute?
Ugh. Galactic scooter, full speed ahead.
Meow.
Later, bitch.
Director, fuck.
Riding through the cosmos.
He's suing you, Daddy.
Yeah, well, I dragged his name through the mud pretty good at the trial earlier today.
I mean, he dragged it through himself. What? Can she say something different here, or does that... Oh, never mind.
I don't think so. Nothing interesting anyway.
That's what you like. That's what you think.
That's what is indeed what I think. We were here only yesterday. Oh, hey! Mr. Starbuck, you've been released, huh?
Back to Starbucks he goes.
Yup, and I came straight here. It's all thanks to you and your team, Mr. Wright. Want a mocha? No? Okay. Well,
What?
you've given me a second chance to fly into
I
space.
want a mocha.
You're not allowed coffee, Trucy.
I want a mocha anyways.
I mean, she can have coffee.
No, not because of her age.
Because she bounces
Actually,
off the
it sends that through
fucking walls.
Look, if I had to assume Trucy about anything about Trucy, she goes hyper with coffee.
She drinks coffee, they won't need a launch pad.
I can't thank you enough.
I'll take a latte.
Except.
What's wrong? I thought he'd be happy to be acquitted.
I was coming out of the detention center. Big Ben fell down.
Fuck's sake.
Take that reference.
You saw Big Ben?
I was at a loss for words. I didn't know what to say to the poor building. And then, you know what? She flashed a peace sign at me.
I took great offense to it.
She turned it the other way around, so it was actually up yours.
Damn.
Congratulations on your acquittal, she said. Now you can go back into space someday.
That sounds really backhanded, even in context. Yeah, that sounds like Athena. I can just picture it.
But I saw her eyes. They were red and swollen from crying. She's gotta be suffering. She must be so worried. And yet she went out of her way to be nice and give me that big smile.
I feel so bad. Can I have the mocha now?
Yeah, here you go.
Oh, no.
Long chat. As the entire room explodes.
She had like her own tears so she could give someone else a smile. She'd make a great performer. I guess she's gonna be our new assistant now. But that's so Athena.
That's so Raven.
There's no question about it. That girl is innocent.
And also, that one's off her rocker.
Please, Mr. Wright, you have to make sure she goes free.
Yeah, just as soon as I get to get Trucy back down from the clouds.
I'm
And
losing
then-
my mind.
And then they could put me in prison instead. I don't mind.
That is not how the law works. We can't have that either, Mr. Starbuck.
Also, double jeopardy. You can't go back in there for that crime.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Don't worry, Mr. Starbuck. I'm going to give her the very best defense I can. I promise to get her acquitted. Just like I did for you.
I know she'll be alright with you in her corner. I know you'll never give up on her. Apollo has a fine boss to look up to.
Oh, has he found new employment?
You're going to McDonald's instead.
Just give up the case at McDonald's.
I still can't believe Launchpad 1 was switched with the Space Museum.
How much do you want to bet Paul's working at McDonald's now because he doesn't have a job?
What could have made Director Cosmos do such a thing?
I don't know if he can get into McDonald's.
He could. Apollo could definitely get into McDonald's. He's got he's got one half of the archers.
What do you recommend? The fries are fine!
The fries are fine! Every time someone complains about them being too cold or whatever.
Thank you. You said the line there, Alex.
Yeah, I read it.
Sorry.
So there was never going to be a launch that day. Not from the very beginning.
Sucks to suck.
I wonder if Clay knew.
I imagine he must have. Surely you would have noticed when you went to board the rocket.
It's pathetic to think I was the only one who got taken in. Here's your latte, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
But I guess that's about how it goes when you're worth less than space debris.
Like that. Is he going to be alright, Daddy?
Yeah, just give a minute.
His expression looks as dark as the black. Oh.
I was gonna try and make a black coffee reference to fucking Godot, but unfortunately I failed it.
Well, that's just how he is. Mr. Starbuck, do you remember anything about the murderer?
Not really. I only saw a shadowy figure in the dark after all.
Yeah, I guess that was a little too much to hope for.
Hey, I heard something from the police though. They said they never did find a 10 caliber gun down that trash chute.
Just as I thought, the culprit must have carried it away with him when they escaped.
Person you saw holding a gun, Mr. Starbuck?
Oh, I read that line completely wrong. Yeah, so Mr. Starbuck, did you see the person holding the gun was Mr. Starbuck? Did you see yourself holding the gun?
I couldn't really tell.
But it wasn't
like me, but I don't think it was.
But it wasn't Athena, right? Could you tell if the person was a male or female, tall or short, base or cringe?
I
Oh,
can't
cringe.
even
Very
tell
much
you,
cringe.
Can't even tell you that much. Man, I'm useless. When the culprit opened the door and some light came in, I should have been able to see.
The door.
Looks like ice.
Ah, yes. As I recall,
Now.
when they opened this door here as they made their escape.
Total of pack 1, right?
Yeah, except right now, the door leads to the Space Museum.
You mean the launch pad and the Space Museum are switched right now?
Yeah, they're trying to investigate the theory you came up with in court.
Well, they're recreating the conditions, huh? I'd like to see what's beyond that door now. Mr. Starbuck, could you open this door for us?
Sure, just let me have my print scanned here.
Who?
Do the launch pads get switched back and forth a lot?
Well, back when the Space Museum was Launchpad 2, they used to switch the pads around at night, at times.
At night and times.
Night time.
The night before the show, actually.
But these days, Launchpad 2 is only used as a tourist attraction, right?
Right. Yeah, because you're right. Because, frankly, the Space Center needs the money.
I hear you. Times sure are tough.
Hey, let's go check out what's beyond that door. I want
Hopefully
to take a
there's
look.
new employees there. Sure, let's go.
I bet there's more coffee.
Hey, why don't I come along? I can show you around.
Yay, group adventure.
Leaf.
Huh? I wonder what these dead leaves are doing here.
Maybe they were stuck at the bottom of somebody's shoe. There are lots of trees around the Space Center. I like trees.
She's right. It's a modern, state-of-the-art building, but it's surrounded by trees.
That look
What?
like green bushes.
Don't know if they're stuck to the bottom of somebody's shoes. Wouldn't they look more crushed up? These don't look like they've been stepped on.
Fix that. I mean, maybe there's some kind of secret hatch in the corridor and they came in that way.
Not everything is set up like a magician's stage, you know.
What? I don't believe you.
So this is another one of those devices for opening the door, huh?
Yup. But this one doesn't require fingerprint verification. You just hit the button and open sesame.
So when you and Clay went through here, you didn't need to show your prints either. Also, how dare you open sesame in vain?
That's right, Trucy. Just like how the culprit didn't need to scan their prints. When they escaped back out of the Space Museum corridor into Boarding Lounge 2.
Fuck updated everything.
Well, I don't see anything else that jumps out at me, and I imagine this corridor is built exactly like the Launchpad 1 corridor.
Unlike this jump scare.
Wait, what?
Rah! Oh, no.
Why?
It's just the jump scare then. Anyways. You're right.
I'm kind of tired.
Curse the wretch who sullied my good name. Reverse course and full speed away.
Director Cosmos, wait!
Bye.
That sounded like she pulled a knife.
Yeah! The mobility system has been compromised.
Tuesday's knife throw was a
Was it-
direct hit to one of his... It was a knife!
That's right. Authorities
no,
have
life
eyes
isn't.
and the street continues. Yay!
Maybe I should have kept a closer watch on what tricks she's been practicing.
It was the Mocha.
Could this be knife powers?
Dear old battleship. We fought many a skirmish together. It has been an honor.
Please blow it up!
Nah, I bet all that button will do is make it go haywire again.
Very well. I surrender. As a prisoner of war, I expected to be treated honorably.
You know you could just pick up your
Aw.
scooter and then run. How old are you? Your leg's not working no more?
Director Cosmos, when you were talking in court about switching the launch pads, you used your right to remain silent about the reason as to why.
Oh, well, this didn't happen too long ago.
I'd like Director Cosmos to tell us.
Why does he keep lying?
Why do you keep lying to the courtroom?
Ugh. Please, I can't. Why the fuck did your voice change?
I exercise my right to keep lying.
But I will say... nothing.
Lying makes me feel good. It's all
I'm
like...
saying nothing.
you say nothing.
I will say nothing.
Nothing. I'll say nothing.
The center of the cosmos is surrounded. God, I'm misreading. The center of the cosmos is shrouded in mystery. But I don't have any secrets left.
For a fucking second.
Now that my battleship has been destroyed and I've been taken prisoner.
Yeah. Oh,
Yep, Cyclops.
No secrets left, huh? Bullshit. Looks like I'll have to undo his Cyclops if I want to get to the bottom of this.
I don't think we can do it yet, can we?
We can.
We can?
Yes.
Fair. Alright, let's break this man like a Kit Kat bar again, I guess. I don't have Kit Kats, and I probably shouldn't have them. I have way too much sugar.
Director Cosmos, I want you to tell me everything you're hiding about the switching of the two launch pads.
I refuse. You can't make me. I can hold out longer than anyone.
Is that what she said?
I hope I never get like this when I'm old. Now let's see where to start. This is how you explained your motive for switching the launch pads. You did it to save the astronauts. Thanks to you switching the launch pads, the astronauts escaped injury from the blast. Instead, they safely boarded the museum's rocket far away from the actual explosion.
My astronauts were raring to go out on an authentic adventure in space. How do you propose I had them board a fake rocket without them noticing?
Brooks.
I agree you couldn't have done it without help. For one, they would have figured it out the instant they stepped into the space museum. You figured you could fool Mr. Starbuck once he'd been drugged with his medication, but without the help of this person, it would have been impossible to pull your plan off.
It was Trucy.
it was me, I swear.
You must have gotten Mr. Terran to help you.
Ugh.
He stole the tranquilizers from his mentor's locker and slipped them to him. And then, with Mr. Starbuck in a daze, they boarded the replica rocket in the museum.
Somebody please help this poor prisoner of war.
How was he able to spin around like that? His
Want me to
scooter's
break the-
broken!
Do we to break the other wheel,
Oh, my
Daddy?
left nipple.
I accidentally hit his left nipple. Whoops.
If you really wanted to save the astronauts' lives, shouldn't you have just called off the launch?
If I could have done that, do you think I would have gone to all that trouble?
I guess he must have had a compelling reason to why he couldn't call it off. But how did you know that to switch the pads in advance of the bombing incident?
Well, that's because I was warned in advance. Once I received that warning, it was my duty to ensure my astronaut's safety.
It was just a warning. It could even have been a prank. Why did you believe in it so completely?
You never take chances, Phoenix.
Because I went to one of those mediums that everyone's talking about these days.
Did you go talk to Maya Fey?
Wait, he went all the way to Corain Village? What?
I would do a Maya voice, but I'm not personally played Maya.
Oh, I didn't realize channeling was back in vogue. Besides, I thought it was you yourself that got the warning via telephone.
Yes, that's right. The bomber contacted me personally. My battleship is equipped with a special advanced communications system, you see.
AKA a regular old telephone.
Yeah, it's a cool telephone.
It's been a while. Planning another launch? I see you haven't learned.
When will you learn?
I'll never forget the terror I felt when I received that call.
The bomber said it's been a while. And that was enough to make you take the threat seriously? Perhaps Director Cosmos took the threat so seriously because the Space Center had been involved in a bombing once before? Maybe. The culprit in the current case is the same person who was involved in this incident.
I had one miracle.
The Hat One Miracle. That epic story of survival. People across the nation know it now as a heroic tale of bravery. But in truth, it was an act of sabotage perpetrated by our current killer, wasn't it? Very few know about the previous plot, so when the caller said it's been a while, you knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that the danger was real, and it wasn't a prank.
Yeah. Didn't anyone ever tell you to go easy on an ex-serviceman?
You've been in the service?
Ah, my right nipple!
If he keeps lying, I'm gonna end up piercing all parts of his skin. It's really hard to throw lies when he's lying.
Yes, the Hat One Miracle was really a desperate battle against an
What I'm
active
saying-
sabotage.
What I'm saying, this man would have been a pincushion if Truce was a drug.
I even lost the life of one of my staff members in the fight.
Sabotage, murder, so this is the ugly truth behind the Hat One Miracle.
I let my guard down. I thought that the saboteur had been caught, and that the case was closed.
Huh? Wait a minute. The murder at the Space Center 7 years ago. This must be the person Director Cosmos thought was the culprit.
Black Queen.
Simon Blackwell, the murder suspect in a case that happened here 7 years ago. The place and time of the two incidents, the murder and the sabotage, were the same. So you thought that he committed both crimes. But while Prosecutor Blackwell was behind bars, you got another threatening call. If the culprit this time is the same as 7 years ago, then it isn't Simon Blackwell. Realizing that, you were shaken. And the true culprit's been running free all this time.
He stared into the blackness of the void. How do you keep seeing straight through me?
This one's going straight for the
Oh, my belly button!
I have X-ray vision. My belly button.
I hit the head of the Austin instead.
Tristan, we really need to have a talk about these knives.
Listen, he's lying. You told me that liars get the pants on fire, but I don't have fire, so I have to use knives instead.
I told you.
One coffee.
The reason why Director Cosmos won't talk about why he switched the launch pads is connected to the truth behind the Hat One Miracle. The sabotage and murder that happened at this space center 7 years ago. Director Cosmos, tell us what you're hiding.
No.
Jesus.
If you really want to understand the reason I decided to switch the launch pads,
We have to go back.
we'll have to start from the beginning. The story of that horrible nightmare 7 years ago.
7 years ago, you mean the so-called Hat One Miracle.
The launch went smoothly, but once the ship entered outer space, then the troubles began. It was all the handiwork of a certain person and their evil scheme.
So Mr. Starbuck's traumatic experience wasn't accidental.
Not only that, but before the launch, a very valuable piece of moon rock was stolen. That wasn't the worst of it. One of my staff members was murdered.
Wow!
That's it. That's one.
That's it.
That's it.
I had no idea such awful events were behind such exciting story of space heroism.
All that, in spite of the Space Center having very strict security in those days.
There's no now.
We're low on budget. All personal effects were examined thoroughly, coming or going. You couldn't even smuggle a withered old leaf through those checks.
Hold up.
What was that we found in the corridor?
How
Yeah, hold
very
up.
convenient.
So, do you have any clue who's responsible for the sabotage?
At the very least, I know it wasn't Simon Blackwell. I don't know enough to identify the true culprit, but it's clear what that person is. Put it simply, a spy.
Spy? You mean like someone who came from his foreign country? Carries out dangerous missions? And always gets the girl?
Someone's watching way too many late-night
Yeah.
movies.
What do you think I'm gonna do with all that coffee? I have to do something.
Well, I guess if we're talking about blowing up a rocket and stealing research material, it's not all that surprising that a spy could be behind it all.
We'll get it.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Make no mistake, there's cutthroat rivalry between nations in the space R&D race.
Nah, say something different right now, but you know.
Some try to outdo others by any means possible, even deliberate obstruction. 7 years ago, we got a call before the launch warning us of sabotage.
The same MO as this time.
Yes, and here I thought the perpetrator had been caught, but it looks like I was wrong.
Prosecutor Blackwell seems more like a ninja than a spy, don't you think?
Aren't ninjas and spies basically the same thing?
They are not the same thing!
I'll fucking strangle him.
But they are.
Rob, next time I see you, you're gonna catch his hands.
Yeah, sure,
There's
if you
a
can reach
good
me from down there.
I will fucking come up there.
What? Kick me in the shins?
Look, I did
I
I
mean,
did to my art, I did to my art teacher back in
Right.
secondary school. I'll do it to you too.
Shots fired. But there's a good reason we failed to find the real spy.
I mean, spies are cool, but I do find ninjas.
A massive cover-up by the government.
I can't believe it's the government.
Government officials were too embarrassed to admit that they had allowed such a thing to happen at the hands of a spy.
Sounds about right.
Don't tell me they made the police rush the investigation.
They did indeed. And then, to cover up the sabotage, they cleaned up the store.
And that was the Hat One miracle, wasn't it? But then 7 years later, the same MO advanced warning of sabotage. That must have been the director's reason for switching the launch pads.
Man, it's almost as if you don't solve the fucking problem doesn't get fucking solved, does it?
7 years ago,
I don't know.
the spy gave you advance warning of their plans just like this time. That was what made you decide to switch the launch pads, wasn't it?
That's right. The caller knew of the facts of the case 7 years ago, despite the cover-up. They knew about the sabotage, the moon rock, the murder, and they
Space
said,
aliens.
"You don't want things to go like they did 7 years ago, do you?" I immediately thought of galling off the launch, but the government wouldn't let me.
Man, the government sounds like shit.
We don't give in to the likes of terrorists. We must proceed for our country's honor.
Who's running the government?
Nixon, I guess. Apparently.
Leave that.
His finger.
We don't give in to the likes of terrorists.
Finger. Wait, Dijun Huang. What's he
I'm
doing
back
here?
from the dead, bitches!
You're in charge of Japanifornia?
I'm in charge of everything.
And this finger. It's going
It was-
right up your ass.
Mm-mm.
It was quite a moving speech, actually.
Moving?
He cannot
Really?
kill Ji Huang.
Maybe if
You
you're
great
easily
carnage.
inspired by political talking points.
But I knew the truth. We had been warned, which means that the danger was very real, and I knew there was no way to stop this. No matter what I did, they would find a way.
Life finds a way.
That's why I switched the launch pads and staged a moving rescue scene. First, I snuck into the center the night before and switched the launch pad. That way, the astronauts would go from Boarding Lounge 1 to the Space Museum. Then I put a closed repair sign at the door to Launch Pad 1 in Boarding Lounge 2.
You did that so normal visitors wouldn't enter, right? What else did you do?
I enlisted the help of several staff members, including Terran.
But you didn't let Mr. Starbuck in on it?
Fuck.
It'd already been enough, and he's no good at lying to keep a secret.
Damn.
Fuck.
I am afraid I had no choice but to have him drugged.
Well, damn, I feel like we could get you for a crime for that one.
My plan went well, until...
Well, they spiked him with his own medication, so...
Eddie, are you sure we can't throw more knives at him? I did not throw that one, I swear! Face mother.
After the culprit made their escape, I switched the launch pads back.
How many truces the rail curve?
I did it in such a way that no one would find out. But after all that effort,
I
Terran
still found out.
Hack 2 is destroyed, and it got found out. And the Hope capsule, which had returned to us only recently, was also lost in that blast.
Wait, what?
My home, the center of the cosmos, my beautiful Cosmos Space Center, is done for.
That's pretty ugly to me.
Wait, what did he mean by the Hope capsule was lost in that blast?
Although I'll be moving on the Segway when it's broken.
I thought that the Hope capsule was found at the crime
Cheryl.
scene with Mr. Terran. It had just
Honestly, I
been
think he's cheating.
it had just been brought back by the Hope space probe with the asteroid samples inside.
Oh.
What kind of samples are they? What's in them?
Nothing.
The samples are scheduled for analysis in the near future. Now fuck off.
Fair. That's the lineup.
That's the that's the flashback. The capsule was being held in a safe in Launch Pad 1. But I gave it to Terran before the incident so it wouldn't be destroyed in the explosion. The idea was that, with it safely in Terran's possession, he could make it look like he rescued it during this staged, miraculous escape. But our precious research materials ended up lost to that explosion anyway.
But I thought Kay was supposed to keep it safe.
You misunderstand. The launch pad explosion wasn't the one the capsule was lost to.
It wasn't that.
It was lost after the police confiscated it as evidence. It was the courtroom bombing from the other day.
Damn.
That is right, bitches. I have blown this shit up.
The capsule was there in the courtroom as evidence and was blown to smithereens.
And Tony blew that shit up.
Yet
Phoenix.
another casualty of that blast.
Ultimately, I think the culprit may have known about the switching of the launch pads.
What? How?
The police found a wiretapping device during the investigation today. A bug aboard my battle. A tap on my advanced communication system.
Why did you not bother to look at your phone beforehand?
A wire on that phone?
Yes, a wire on this very phone.
A wire that is still active right now.
I used this phone to give instructions to my staff about the launchpad switch.
You know they're listening to our conversation right now, right? Have you taken out the wire, Cosmos?
If the
Have you
police had
taken out the
found it,
wire?
they would have already removed it.
I guess so. But what
Just
if...
to the few select members who knew about the plan. Just before the incident, staff members were coming in and out of Launchpad 1. The culprit probably slipped in with them and led the confusion.
And planted the bomb then. Yes, if they were tapping your phone, they definitely could pull something like that off. So you really think the same spy is behind this incident and the one 7 years ago?
Yes, I'm sure of it.
Then this spy must be the phantom Prosecutor Blackwell has been chasing.
What if he's back?
Prosecutor Blackwell told me once.
Licking doorknobs is illegal on other planets.
It's my joke!
You can't take that joke, that's my joke.
Couldn't have been on for the Hunt have been on for the phantom of the 7 years past, continuously but still, that's what you sound like. If there is a K7 right here at the very space center.
So we can find this phantom.
That's right, we can clear Athena's name. And then there's the matter of Prosecutor Blackwell, too.
Can't believe Athena's a ghost. What about this loser?
Well, if the culprit of 7 years ago is the same person as the current incident, then it would mean Prosecutor Blackwell is innocent. That's still an if, though.
I wonder how later that guy would be in court about his handcuffs. Maybe I could phone knives at him too. But if we're going on a ghost hunt, count me in.
One of the really early designs for Blackwell would have him draw an actual sword that were installed in his handcuffs.
I can use the sword too. Just wait till next game.
Uh-oh.
It's all over for me. Spin, whirl, I'm done for. The center of the cosmos is doomed.
Is it getting faster?
Daddy, how's he still spinning even though he broke his scooter?
Well, at least he'll be in good company. There must be planets out there he can spin with. Which reminds me, I'd like to delve a little deeper into the Hat 1 mission, too.
If you want to learn more, start with the Space Museum. There's a Hat 1 exhibit there. Oh, don't mind me. I'll just keep spinning here and see how the cosmos unfolds.
Spin to win.
It also looks like he's achieved spiritual enlightenment. Or something like that. I don't know. Something that Maya told me about.
It's a really funny way to pronounce resignation, Trucy. I'm sure he'll stop when he gets dizzy. Let's go visit the Space Museum.
You know that thing that Polo did?
Beyblades!
He's just gonna stay like that the entire
let it
time.
rip.
Beyblades!
In the big battle. I don't have those lyrics to Beyblade, sadly. Not that well.
Oh boy, here we go.
We are in the Space Museum.
I think Ponko is coming back.
See, where's the exhibit on the launch 7 years ago?
There, that's the Hat 1 exhibit.
Oh wow, look at that photo of the team!
There's Clay and Mr. Starbuck, Director Cosmos, or Blackwell, and even Ponko. But I've never seen the woman on the right before.
He looks happy. Well, except for Director Cosmos.
I mean, he looks happy.
Let's check out the newspaper article, too. Hat 1 launch imminent. And there's a photo of the Hope space probe.
Look at
Because
the
it's
rock.
only natural it doesn't talk about the murder or the sabotage.
Look at the sword.
Look at the mask.
Look at the wall.
Look at this graph.
Look at the newspaper.
They really weren't
Look at the
keeping
share
it secret.
test.
They really weren't keeping it secret, just like the director said. And take a look at that jacket.
It must be the Hat 1 team's uniform jacket. It's the same design as the one Apollo was wearing, the one that belonged to Clay.
Actual jacket worn by a Hat 1 team member, it says.
Not a replica, huh? I wonder if it was Mr. Starbucks.
It was me, Austin.
Hello?
Oh yeah, I forgot. She shows up, doesn't she?
Oh,
what
Miss
the fuck?
Woods.
Shit.
What brings you here?
I heard Athena got arrested, so I've been looking for you, Mr. Wright. I thought you might be here at the scene.
You must be so worried. What?
Abby, who is this wench?
But rest assured, I'm going to do my very best to defend her. This
This
is Athena's roommate.
This is someone who's trying to take Apollo. I can sense it. I will kill her.
Athena's going through such a hard time. I hope she doesn't lose heart. Even just coming back to this place must have been really difficult for her.
Huh? You mean the Cosmos Space Center?
What? I didn't
Explain,
know.
Wheezy One.
She used to
I'm
live
for-
here when she
Time
was a
for
little
Mountain
girl.
Exposition.
She did? No, I didn't know. No wonder she knew so much. Miss Woods, could you tell me more in detail?
Backstory time.
Can't believe Judy's having some use.
Athena's mom worked here. If I remember right, she was a doctor of psychology or something like that.
Well, why was a psychology specialist working in a space research facility?
I don't really know. But I do know that she lived and worked here, so Athena lived here too.
So it was far from Athena's first time here. I wonder why she didn't mention it.
She probably didn't want to talk about it. This place is connected to a very sad memory for her.
A sad memory. Can you tell me about it?
A scattered dream.
There was a terrible incident here. It was 7 years ago.
Oh, well, there's a big
Years
surprise.
ago.
Oh, what a surprise! The same time frame as the Hat 1 launch.
His mom in the robotics lab. She was murdered.
Dude.
What?
And after it happened, Athena stopped coming to school.
Poor Athena. And all this time, she never let on at all.
I was so worried about her. I came here so many times hoping to see her.
The big rocket.
Flashback,
The big
flashback,
rocket.
flashback.
But I never saw her again.
Rip.
Flashback.
After a while, we started exchanging letters. But I didn't get to see her face to face for 7 long years.
And so the first time you'd seen her in 7 years was during Professor Court's case?
That's right. And I was so surprised. She was like
Hi.
a completely different person. So cheerful and happy.
Unlike now, she's just fucking depressed.
What was Athena like as a child?
She was very sensitive and kind, but she didn't talk very much. She liked to draw and paint at home.
Completely different from Athena we know now. I can't even picture it.
She never left the Space Center much because she was very sensitive to other people's emotions. When she went to crowded places, she'd get dizzy from all the emotions flying around.
Must be hard to hear people's hearts as well as their voices.
She always wore these big, heavy-looking headphones. She said her mother made them for her as part of her research.
I wonder what kind of research it was.
Because of her special ability, Athena couldn't handle being in school very often. And I was always out sick because of my weak constitution. Maybe that's why we became such good friends. We used to
Oh,
play
Skipper.
together here at the Space Center a lot. It brings back memories.
Sounds like Athena's mother played a big role here at the Space Center. Ooh, Daddy, show that picture. Do it.
Atta girl. Good idea.
Got my chest.
It's the...
I think it's the one with all the crew members, the exhibit.
Miss Woods, could you take a look at this for me?
Oh, look! There's Athena's mom! The woman on the
She's
far
got it
right,
going
the one
on.
in the kimono. That's Dr. Metis Sykes.
Athena's mother's murder. Also, that's a symbolic name.
Hmm?
Oh, Metis is the... Oh boy. In Greek
Never thought
mythology,
Greek goddess
Metis
coming, so-
is Zeus's one of Zeus's lovers, and Zeus swallows her to stop her giving birth to a son that will destroy him. But eventually, after he swallows her,
Irony.
Athena comes out.
Classic.
There's different retellings. Some people say that Athena
And-
was just made by Zeus, but a lot of common tellings state that basically Metis was pregnant when she was swallowed and she gave birth to Athena.
All I'm just saying is, man, everyone got mad at Cronus for his each other, but Zeus doesn't. Oh, it's all hunky dory.
Zeus didn't eat his children; he ate his lover.
Is that's better?
No, but you know, there's a distinction there. Athena's mother's murder.
One small distinction. God.
Did I by any chance have any connection to the Hat One launch?
What? Why, yes, it did. As I recall, it happened on the day before the launch.
Just as I suspected.
Oh, well, this just happened a second ago.
But that wasn't the worst of it.
My
One
Nando's
of my
came
staff
late.
members was murder.
Was
How many
Burger?
times do I have to tell you this?
Was
My Nando's
Burger?
delivery came late.
So this is the murder Director Cosmos was talking about. Does that mean that the crime Prosecutor Blackwell is convicted of is the murder of Athena's mother? There's a chance her death is somehow connected to the current case.
There is?
Thank you for all your help, Miss Woods. And please, try not to worry. I won't let anything happen to Athena.
Thank you, Mr. Wright. I know you'll take good care of her.
So we need to investigate the robotics lab and also talk to Athena. We got our plates full, Daddy. I hope we can fit it all in before the day is through.
The detention center first, then. We need to see Athena before visiting hours are over.
Next time. Oh,
No, we're just going
This
straight
time.
hair, apparently.
This time.
this time.
So are we done, or are we?
No, we're still going.
Okay. Well, this is Mr. Not Lawyer Iffy. Fancy meeting you here.
Oh, hello, Detective Iffy. Here on business?
No, just pleasure.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
That's all right.
What, business or pleasure?
Oh, fuck.
Tell the truth, I'm here to interview Robo-Man.
The one behind the courtroom bombing incident?
He certainly said he's ready to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And what he was saying was so incredible, I just had to come right over here and hear some more.
But what was he saying?
Why don't you hang around and hear it for yourself?
Really? Us? Are you sure?
I'll give you my special permission. Here comes the bomber now.
They let him keep.
Holy damn it, I wasn't ready.
They let him keep the
See him
text of
again.
speech.
You, what nerve do you have to come here? You're here to laugh at me, I suppose. They took away my fucking Xbox thanks to you.
Like I'd waste my breath on you, you first case bastard.
Well, I'm not wasting my breath on you. I'm still using the keypad.
After all, you're the one who assaulted Apollo and put him in the hospital.
Look, he was fucking asked for it. Violence, no. Question, okay.
No violence? Too bad Apollo didn't get a chance to say that before you attacked him.
No, he got consent. He literally said, please, hit me in the back of the head.
Fine, then just answer me this, Mr. Tate. What is this truth of yours about the courtroom you blew up?
No, I didn't do it. I didn't blow up the courtroom. When I killed Detective Arm, there was another person in the room.
Oh, yeah.
You need to repeat that line because none of that came through.
Oh, yeah, my line came through perfectly. I forgot. Who else could have been there?
I saw it, I tell you. I saw someone's hand as they were sealing the remote switch. This person was there and witnessed the murder I committed.
What?
I don't know who it was.
But that's too bloody courtroom. To buy that with your $50 haircut.
Easy there, Trucy. I don't see any psych locks. So So I guess he must not be lying.
Are you sure I still can't throw a knife at him?
Pardon me, I got a little carried away there. But I'm telling you the truth, I did not detonate that bomb.
And there you have it.
Now can I have my
These
Xbox back?
Things, of course. Now you're getting a Switch and you're gonna like it.
Yeah, no, what, sorry?
He's getting a
Switch
Switch.
and you're gonna like it.
Switch? I cannot play Call of Duty, what is this? Damn it.
You shut up, you keep talking shit and get a fucking calculator to play with, bitch. You can't exactly ignore his claims.
I already have one of those.
Follow up. Well, you're gonna get two.
Tetane just like types boobies on the calculator constantly.
Nice. Even analyzing the bomb itself, or what's left of it. We haven't found
7K.
any new facts yet, though.
Man, they've unlocked 7K.
Well, they've laid it all out piece by piece.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I
look at all
forgot.
those beautiful little pieces.
Also, why is one of them a moon rock?
Mark photo.
Yeah.
I wish I could have them.
Uh-oh. Looks like his geek switch has been activated.
Phony phantom bomb. Phantom bomb, sorry.
Bye, Tetanate. Oh,
I hope you're ready for Prosecutor Blackwood's special brand of questioning.
anything but that. Sorry, I didn't say that. It's like A-A-A-G-H.
But I'm afraid I have to be off now, too.
And so do we.
Just about to question Miss Sykes.
You're going to see Athena now?
Supposedly.
Oh, that's right. Did you folks come to see her?
What the fuck do you think we came here for?
Sorry, bro, for the show, but could you come back later? Well, off I go.
Well, I guess we're not talking to her then.
Yep. That timing. Looks like we'll have to wait until after her questioning's over to see her.
And after we came all this way too. Well, I guess it's back to the space center. Let's go check out the robotics lab, Daddy.
Alright, sounds like a plan. For next
Next
time. On Phoenix
There were so many good opportunities. I was waiting for one of them.
Yeah, there's actually like 4 good opportunities.
There was
I
4
don't
good
know, privacy
opportunities and one was...
policy.
Yeah, that's
Hey.
it. Yeah, privacy policy. Privacy policy.
We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.